Hey Cashcurlss Fam, and welcome to another Cashcurlss Fam video. You're Kikini here today with your girl Cashcurlss in the Cashcurlss Corner, and I'm so excited to film this video. You guys, I have been testing out and going crazy up in Sephora looking for the hottest products on the market and also finding what really works for me. So I'm so excited to share my curated makeup list with all of you guys today. I hope you guys are just as excited. We are going to get right into it, and I'm going to break it down into different categories as I'm going through the products, so it's a lot easier for you guys to know what's coming up. So the first thing I will say is that your skincare prep really does matter when doing your makeup. You want to make sure you're creating a nice smooth base to apply anything to. So I'm going to first share some skincare favorites of mine that I use every time I'm going in to do a makeup look, and really just every day in general, but especially when I'm doing my makeup. Primers. So the two I'm going to share with you, the first one is obviously the more affordable version, and that's the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. So if you like your makeup to be set and look really matte, I highly suggest this right here. Use this, your makeup is going to look super mattified. It really works well, and I find that when I use this, my makeup sticks onto it really nicely without feeling heavy. So I am a really big fan of this e.l.f. Putty Primer, and I use the like translucent white version. There are some different shades, so you can look into that, but yeah, this stuff works great. Secondarily to that, what I have on right now is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is the hardest thing to find in the market at Sephora right now. As you can see, I have the travel size because that is all my local Sephora had in stock, but I've been trialing this out and I have it on today, and I have to say it set my makeup so nicely. Everything just glided on like butter, and it really did grip, as the product says, to my face. So I am definitely a fan of this primer as well. The next topic I'm going to cover is foundation, and if you guys know me or have been following me on here for a while, you know I did not use foundation like at all until last year, 2021. So it was a major shift for me. I don't have multiple foundations to shout out right now because I purchased this one and I've stuck with it the whole time. It's been my holy grail, and that is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. I am obsessed with this foundation. I actually just got reshade matched because the one I was using was a little bit light. So you guys will be happy to know I finally got matched, and I think this one looks really good, pretty seamless to my skin tone. So I'm really happy with the way my makeup came out today. The other one was just a little too light, and I had to use a lot of bronzer to kind of make that work. So I was like, you know what, let me go into Sephora and pick up my right shade. Although this is a new bottle, like I mentioned, I've been using the product, I just was using the wrong shade. So I can definitely vouch for this foundation. I've had it for a few months now, and it works amazing. And this is a full coverage foundation. This is your date night, your girls night, your prom pictures, you know, depending on your age. This is the foundation to use. But it doesn't feel heavy on the skin though. That's something I like about it. It's definitely full coverage, but doesn't feel tacky, doesn't feel heavy, doesn't feel like it's clogging your pores. I do use it pretty often, and I haven't had any acne caused by this. I have had acne obviously, but not really caused by this. So I definitely really suggest this foundation. I can't say enough good things about it. It will make your skin look flawless, like truly airbrushed. So I am obsessed. It is a little pricier, but you definitely get what you pay for when you purchase this. And the one that I had before I just got this one literally today, that is still halfway full. So it really does last a while as well. Since we're speaking about face, I'm going to move into sharing with you guys something that has been such an amazing purchase. I can't explain to you. I use this every single time I'm doing my makeup, and you can definitely tell by looking at it that I do use it, and it's the Morphe face palette, and I am using the 8M medium vibes version of the palette. Here are the shades on here. They're so pretty, guys, and perfect for literally your whole face routine. The darker brown over here labeled for contour as my contour shade, and I mix these two in the middle together to get my bronzing shade. I don't really use any of these on the bottom here. I do use this blush occasionally if I'm traveling and don't have access to a blush, but I really just use that top half to go ahead and contour and bronze. But it has been so easy to have everything in one palette. I am obsessed with this, and I purchased this was at Ulta, so you can get it there as well, or it is Morphe branded, so you could also purchase it at the Morphe store, whichever one is easier for you. But this has been my everyday go-to. I take it out every time I'm doing my makeup because I know at some point I'm going to use it. So if your skin complexion is fairer than mine, there is another version of the palette with shades that would match you better. And if your skin tone is a little deeper than mine, there's also another palette created that will match your skin tone a little better as well. I like to start with a cream product and then build that with a powder afterwards. So the concealer I have been obsessed with ever since I purchased it is actually drugstore, guys, and it's the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and I don't hear about this very often, which is why I wanted to bring it to your attention today. This works so bomb. Do you see under my eyes? There's absolutely no creasing. This is an amazing concealer. I don't know why it's not talked about as much as it should be, but I love it. And I actually picked it up by accident the first time, and ever since have been repurchasing it. I'm currently using the shade Natural, and it says for 24-hour matte finish, and it truly is a matte finish. When I wear this, after I set it with whatever setting powder I'm using, I know it's gonna last me all night or all day. I've never had an issue with creasing with this, so it's a really great concealer. It has such a shade range because, you know, it is from NYX, and they do a great job of having different shades available, so you can definitely match yourself. But like I said, I use the shade Natural, and in the summer months when I'm a little bit more tan, I do have a second one. I use this one right here, which is Golden. So sometimes I switch off depending on what kind of highlight I want under my eyes. Like if I want it to be super bright, or if I just want it to look a little more natural, I'll go ahead and use Golden. And as you can see, it is a little more warmer toned, and this is cooler toned. But both of them work just the same, and they're both amazing. Setting powders. The first one I'm going to talk about, I actually received in a BoxyCharm box once randomly and have been obsessed with ever since. And if you've ever watched any of my makeup videos here on my channel, you know I talk about it, and it's the Flower Setting Powder by Beauty Bakery, and this stuff is amazing, guys. I use the translucent shade under my eyes and on my forehead as well as my chin area, and it does such a great job of not only brightening but setting in whatever concealer I'm using. So this is a little bit more affordable. However, if you want to get something a little more bougie, today I actually purchased this, and it's the Laura Mercier. This is actually their special edition version. It's the jumbo, so this probably may or may not be available at your local Sephora by the time this video goes up. I'm not sure if they started doing this one in the holiday season or whatever, but it's so cute. It has a design created by an artist on it. As you can see, it's a little more abstract, but this is the jumbo size. You can get the regular size any time of year. And why I got this one is because I'm so excited, but I have the puff now. So when I'm applying it, guys, today, it was so much easier to apply it all over my face using the puff versus using a brush or my beauty blender. So this combo right here, so clutch. You're gonna get the most mattified look. It's gonna be amazing. So speaking of that puff and tools, I just want to talk about 3 tools that I think are amazing and I wanted to shout out. One is the Makeup by Mario F2 brush. This brush is amazing. I use this side for contour, and this side I actually used to use for setting my translucent powder. Now that I have the puff, I don't have to do that, so I could repurpose this for blush and things like that. But I really like this side of the brush in particular, the thinner side, for when I am contouring my face as well as bronzing my face. It really just works in the product so nicely, and it makes it really airbrushed looking versus looking cakey. So I love this brush. It's the F2 by Makeup by Mario. 2, if you want a really affordable blush brush, I actually have no idea where I got this from. It says Dupe on it. Blusher brush FO3. It is the perfect blush brush. It's what I use today to apply my blush, which I'm actually going to share with you after I get through these tools. But it has a really wide puff to it, so when you're applying your blush, it makes it a lot easier to build the product on and look a lot more pigmented. So I love that I don't have to keep building it on. I can get away with doing 1 to 2 little dabs and blend that out, and you will get a really pigmented looking amazing blush. We have the Real Techniques 205, which is their square foundation brush. I actually do not use this for foundation. I don't apply my foundation with it, but if you can see how it's angled very straight towards the front, I actually use this to contour my nose. It's the perfect size to get in there and just really be able to contour and chisel out my nose the way I like. I use this every single time I contour my nose, so I am a super fan of this brush, and it has lasted me a really long time. It's gone through multiple cleans, and I've had it for probably over a year now. It's been amazing. It's never lost its shape, so I highly suggest this brush, because I do notice some other brushes do tend to lose their shape after a while. This one has not done that to me. My brows before I forget about them, because I was about to move into blush, but let's just handle my brows first. So on an everyday basis, I go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. It has never done me wrong. Well, except for in high school. It did us all wrong in high school. We were just using too much. I love this stuff. It's really easy to apply with our angled brush. But today, I actually use this Benefit Brow Goof Proof Brow Pencil. Guys, it took me less than 2 minutes, probably a minute, to do both brows. You literally have a spoolie on one end. So I'll share with you guys what this looks like. Of course, I pulled out the wrong end. But you have a spoolie on one end to literally just brush up your brows as quick as you need to. And on the other end is the Goof Proof angled pen there that you can see. And you literally just make soft flickers going up. And I shaded my brows in, like I told you guys, in less than 2 minutes. So I definitely am going to start using this more. It doesn't give you as chiseled of a brow. It's more of like a natural brow, but I'm all for it. And I think it looks super fluffy and super nice. So I'm a fan and definitely will continue to use it. So it actually made it to my favorites video off of one use because it was that bomb. You guys, I'm just sitting here thinking as I'm going through the video, there is so much that goes into makeup. We did bronzer, we did contour, we did translucent powder, we did brows, we did tools, and we're gonna move into blush. Okay guys, so actually I have a favorite blush right now, and I'm so excited to talk about it because it is so underrated. I've never seen someone make a video claiming that this was their favorite blush before, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. And that's not to say that no one else has. I've just never seen it talked about, and that's the Beauty Bakery Snackaroom's blush Bite Size in this coral shade. It's the blush I'm wearing right now, guys, and I am obsessed with it. I love a good pink blush. I really do. I think it makes your cheeks look nice and rosy, healthy. So sometimes I prefer to use this when I'm trying to look a little more natural. And I think it goes really well with my skin complexion. So I've been a super fan of this orange blush. I know the Fenty Beauty one just started gaining a lot of traction, so I'm definitely going to try it out. But so far, this is my favorite blush. Not only is the shade so pretty, so pigmented, and like I mentioned when I was talking about tools, only requires 2 taps on the face to get it this pigmented. I am obsessed with how buttery it is. It is just so smooth, and for a powder product, it's not as common to be so buttery. This one is really nice, and it never looks cakey no matter how much I build onto my face, so I'm obsessed with it. What you're really here for, my lip combo. Guys, I've been seeing the Dior lip oils all over the place, and it is not what's on my lip right now, yet it looks just like the cherry Dior lip oil. I have found the dupe, guys, and it is by Fenty, and it's actually the Fenty Heat lip balm, and it's in the shade Hot Cherry. Guys, this is the best lip color I have found for my skin complexion. I am just obsessed. Like, I put this on most days. I reach for it. I love the way it looks. It's the perfect pink. It's a perfect plump pink. So it's like that cherry lip gloss, take me back to high school kind of color. And I am obsessed. Use it all the time, and I cannot say enough good things about it. Even when I'm not wearing makeup, I put this one on, and it just makes your lips look so glossy. Like Dior lip oil who? It's amazing. Highlighter. Guys, I bought this kit by Rare Beauty right before the holidays because I was looking for a really nice red lip, and I actually did purchase that one. It's not in this video because I don't use it on every day or close to every day. It's really just for the holidays. But this came in it, this mini highlighter by Rare Beauty, and it's in the shade Mesmerize. I'm obsessed. It's the highlighter that's on my nose right now. It looks so natural, so glowy, and I love that the color is kind of more of a rose gold or like a rose pink versus a gold or silver highlight. And I love that it has this kind of applicator, so easy. I can just dot it on my nose without needing a brush or anything like that. So I'm obsessed with it. But this is a highlight I've been using all the time. And to give you guys a close up, I also put it in the inner corners of my eyes today, as you guys can see. So if you like the way this is glowing, definitely go get you some Mesmerize by Rare Beauty. Last thing we have to talk about, guys, is setting spray. I didn't believe in setting spray before. I kind of thought it was a hoax. I was like, is it really just water in a bottle and they're calling it setting spray? You remember when the Max Fix Plus came out and people were like, it's just water. It's just water. So I was a little skeptical to put my coin into this one right here, but the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. First of all, I have not tried a product by Charlotte Tilbury that I'm not obsessed with. So what does that tell you? This is amazing. Anytime I go a little overboard with my translucent powder or any of my powder products, or I put on too much foundation, whatever the case may be, I just spray some of this on my face and automatically it's giving me natural. It's giving me melted in. It's giving me airbrushed. It's giving me amazing. I love this stuff right here. It's a magic in a bottle. I use it every time I do my makeup. And guys, touched my sleeve by accident or like laid down on someone's sweatshirt, and never does my makeup transfer. Okay, and if it does, it's only a little bit. This is a setting spray that's gonna make your makeup stay all day. And I go through like 9-hour work days where I'm wearing my makeup and it has never done me dirty. So I love this stuff. Yeah, guys, that is all of my favorites right now in the makeup department. I hope you guys enjoyed learning about what I'm using most days, what are my basic products that I love. If you guys go ahead and purchase any of these, let me know what you try out and let me know your thoughts on the product. I am so excited to be in 2022 with you guys and pushing out these videos. You guys have been enjoying them, which makes me really happy. And if you think of anything else you want to see here at the Cashcurlss Corner, make sure you comment it down below. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye, Cashcurlss Fam.